So remember when I told you guys this comic was basically Death Race but with robots? I kinda lied. It's way, way more than that. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is my continuation from the part 1 of Betrayal, the amazing comic. As you can see, the artwork is absolutely ridiculous, and there is more to come. We continue our story with a flashback of our main character, Lupa. You see, Lupa was never a fan of robots. They didn't hurt her or nothing. She just has residual trauma from the last time she saw her mother. She was in a spacesuit, and as her father listened, he couldn't even believe it. He didn't think such a moment was traumatizing enough that this was the last interaction she had with her mother, going out to space in a spacesuit and never coming back. It was heartbreaking to hear, and as a child, she had to carry that weight on her shoulders. She didn't know who to blame, so her next choice was to just blame the robots. And as her father listened, he embraced his daughter because he didn't know she was carrying this weight. Back in the present, though, she had to carry him because he was dying, and Petrolhead was driving like an absolute maniac. I mean, he had no choice. He was being chased and shot at, and his car was fast. Normal human beings couldn't even stand the pressure, and I'm pretty sure normal human beings couldn't drive it as well, because he was a robot, so his reflexes were sharp. He was able to maneuver around corners, streets, steps. With the car this fast, that should have been impossible, but he was good. He was a racer. Even the robots were struggling to keep up. Shorty asked him, please could you be gentle? But he made it clear that's not going to be possible, Shorty. You are wanted dead or alive. There's an order on your head to kill or shoot on sight. You are a threat to humanity. And that became more apparent when she saw a goddamn firing squad shooting at the car. They were worried, but Patrolhead wasn't. He built this car, and this car could take almost anything. Unleashing a battering ram, he rammed into the cops, crushing them and their cars. Lupa asked him, please be careful, my father is here. He needs a doctor, but Patrolhead made it clear, that's not my problem, shorty. She couldn't believe he said that. She called him terrible, but he just looked at her. You snuck into my place of work. You brought him here. You caused all of this. You exposed my car. Do not call me terrible. You are terrible. Frustrated, he screamed for his onboard AI system, give me the route to escape. Because the cops were no longer using bullets, they were using missiles, and missiles were dangerous. Screaming for his AI, give me a route, now. And the AI responded with the perfect route, which he took with speed. He was good, able to react with quick notice. Even while shot up, her father still reminded her, do not believe anything you're told. This is all orchestrated by the Big O. He is our enemy. And as soon as Patrolhead heard that name, Big O, I hate that prick too. Enemy of my enemy type shit. But what was the Big O doing right now? He was admiring the chase. How the hell is this car faster than our latest drones? This should be impossible. The elders simply assured him, don't worry, sir, we're going to catch them. They will never go far. The elders were Elder Eye, Elder Mount, and Elder Ears. Elder Mount also thought it was best to let him know, don't worry, sir. We have already declared both of them dead. They will follow soon enough. But this pissed off the Big O. That goes against our directive. We are here to protect humanity. Do not forget that. Do not forget that. The city is all. Back with Patrolhead though, he had found the escape route recommended, and he was going head first because he trusted his AI. Even if it was a dead end, he didn't slow down, knowing full well that this place was not really a dead end if it was recommended. As he drove through, the drones were trapped in the grader. He goes on to clarify that his AI will always recommend somewhere he is hacked and gain access to. But right now, Shorty didn't care. Her father was bleeding out. He needed a doctor. But Patrolhead wanted to head back to the city. She begged him, but he said straight up no. This is where I leave you. He was mean, but what can we expect? He was a robot. The only thing that changed his path was his little birdie drone, who clarified that, bruh, you know you have to take her to a doctor. This is what the chief would have done. And he said, damn, okay. He knew somewhere that could treat humans, so He took her father there for treatment and told her to stay next to the car. As she sat, holding on to her father's research that he got shot for tight, never letting it go, she was advised by the bird to get some shut-eye. She was clearly exhausted. She was a child. So she took the advice and closed her eyes. But her dreams weren't even the best either. She remembered the final moments with her mother. She imagined the possibilities of her corpse. She was not having a good night's sleep. Thankfully, Patrol Head woke her up. She was happy, and she asked, "How is my father?" He clarified that your father is okay. Breathing a big sigh of relief, she started to tear up. And he said, "You're welcome, kid. But right now, I'm gonna need you to stop crying and get in the goddamn car." She was confused. Why? Aren't we safe? But they weren't really safe. The drones owned the city, and they were still in the city. They had to move, or they were going to die.